It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk.
Hey, today is Wednesday, January 8th. The year is 2025. It's been exactly 1 week since Earl had emergency surgery at the hospital. He had two surgeries. The first was Wednesday, January 1st, at 1 in the morning, right after really was January the 2nd, really early in the morning, about 1, 2 in the morning. I have not been able to talk to Earl since he had the surgery. He is still on the ventilator. He's on life support. He's on various machines and all kinds of stuff keeping him alive. He was so sick before he had the surgery that, of course, the surgery made the situation worse. And so they have him on various machines that are keeping him alive. They've even started feeding him through a tube. So he is getting nutrition through a tube. He's on a dialysis. He's on a heart machine. And he's on a ventilator. I guess the goal is for him to get better. Give him some time for his body to heal. I got a series of phone calls this evening, so I was going to run back up to the hospital. And then after I spoke to them, a couple of conversations, I got a little bit of clarity about what they wanted me to sign. I can do that tomorrow, maybe later tonight. I'm just wore out. I've been in the hospital 3 times today. And then I had my physical therapy for the first time in weeks today. So I was in pain with my shoulders, so I thought maybe I did something wrong. So I went in there for physical therapy. The guy said my arm, shoulder, he said everything looked great. He didn't see anything wrong, but he just said I'm probably just sore. I need physical therapy. But he said the fact that I was able, he said he range of motion, everything was great. He was relieved because he was worried. He was like, okay. He just said it's going to take some time to heal. So we went through the physical therapy. That was grueling. I was so glad that shit was over with. Now, I love working out, but this is different than working out. This is completely different than working out. So, luckily, the physical therapy place is literally, I could walk to it from Earl's hospital. It's right there. So, I'm grateful that it is close by. I am kind of exhausted, y'all. I mean, I've had a crew of workers in here working on this house. It's up for sale. We're getting there. So I had to, a lot of stuff that needed to be done inside the house. Painting, touching up stuff, restaging furniture, decluttering, folding clothes, cleaning closets. It was just a lot. I couldn't do it, so of course I had to get some other folks over here to do it, and they came and did it. Now we're working on some exterior stuff on the house to get it done. But it's kind of cold out there, so they started, but I don't think that will be completed until next week sometime. Because it's too cold to complete it. And it's amazing how much junk we got in this damn house. I done threw so much shit out, and I'm like, okay, I'm still over there throwing stuff away. Where did this stuff come from? Don't buy big ass houses. All you're going to do is collect a bunch of junk and closets and drawers. And when you live in a smaller space, you're more, unless you're a hoarder, you're more likely to throw stuff away. In a bigger house, you just fill up more spaces with junk. So I'm going to get the hell out of here. If that's possible at all in the middle of winter, trying to sell a damn house. Good luck with that. I am, the hospital's been great. Not so far. I mean, nothing's perfect. But it's so interesting to see other family members, and y'all, there's been a lot of family members, other patients and their families. There's a family right next door to Earl's hospital room, and I always wave at them. It's a black family. I've been meaning to stop and talk because I can tell they're going through it. And I kind of walked by today, and they were, I don't know, it's just, excuse me. You know, there's a lot of pain going on up there. I've always hated hospitals. And I see those people. I get it. Yeah. So I wave at them. I haven't spoke. I wave at all those people. I see them and they see me. And some of these people at this hospital, I'm 15, 20 minutes away, I can go home, get in bed, take a shower. But the way that hospital is set up, it's designed for you to stay there with your family members. So they have a bed, they have a shower, they have blankets, they have a washing machine, so you can wash your clothes. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that you can do there because, and I'm just trying to figure out how in the world are people able to sit here in this hospital for weeks or days? Who's taking care of the house? Who's paying the bills? It's like, how I can come here and work. My feet hurt me today, so I said, no, I stopped by a shoe store. My feet have been bothering me. I don't know why. So all kinds of crazy shit happened. So I said, my brand in there to buy some shoes. And every time I walk by that room, that lady's in there, and she's a black woman, and I see her, I wave, and she's been there. And I know it's got to be, I don't know what her relationship is to the person who's there, but there's a lot going on in that room because where Earl's room is, these are the sickest patients. So there are 3 rooms. I've been keeping it. Earl's right in the middle of the rooms. But there are rooms on both sides, and those are the sickest patients. So they got all these nurses running in and out of there. But she's a young woman. So I saw her. I mean, I'm going to speak to her tomorrow. She's still there. But whoever is in the hospital bed, he's a man. I can't see his face. I can't really figure out if he's an older guy or a younger guy. And I try not to pry and look at what's going on. But there's a family in there. In pain. And then I go back in the room with Earl. And the room was quiet. It was so quiet. Last time I was in the hospital, I was playing music. This time I haven't had the strength to bring the music. I have a little portable thing outside. I was going to take it every day. I said, I'm going to put that in my backpack tonight, and I'm going to put it in my backpack, and I'm going to put it next to him and just play some music. That room be so damn quiet. Then the TV ain't nothing on that damn TV. I wish things had been different between Earl and I. I begged Earl to change certain behaviors. I begged him, pleaded with him for years. I remember one time Earl had went to the doctor, and the doctor gave him a list of foods that he could eat and could not eat. And it was just a piece of paper printed out, a colorful piece of paper, and it listed foods you can eat, foods you can't eat, all this different stuff. And I saw it, and I read it, and I said, oh, this is interesting. And I took it, and I taped it to the refrigerator. Earl came home and saw it taped to the refrigerator. He snatched it off the refrigerator and ripped it up. I was like, what? And I was sitting there thinking like, okay, this thing is telling you what you should be eating and not eating. Why would you rip it up? I was so confused, like, okay, what is going on here? Earl didn't like being told what to do by anybody. This pamphlet, this beautifully printed out paper, slick print, it wasn't just for him, it was for millions of people. I was going to follow the instructions. I thought it was interesting. But he ripped that shit to shreds. He tore it up, ripped it up and threw it on the floor. I remember that thinking, wow, I mean, don't you want to eat healthy? Earl didn't, I guess because I taped it to the refrigerator was the issue. Like, that fuck, he gonna tell me what to do. I wasn't telling you what to do. The doctors told you what to do, and they gave you this. I think that was always our biggest issue. I guess with anybody, somebody else trying to push you in the right direction. It is quiet in this house. Normally when I'm here at the house, I play music all day. But I turned the music off to do this video. But I'm going to put my music back on. I got some work to do here. I got to go back up to the hospital because they need me to sign this document because they need to do something else with Earl. I wasn't going to go back tonight. It's going on 8 o'clock. I got up at 6:30 this morning. It's cold out there too. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. I see everybody went to the grocery store and rounded up all the food. I got food here though, so I'm fine. You know, if you ever lived in Atlanta, when it says a snowstorm coming, they Kroger and Publix sell every damn thing. They be like, oh God, we clean our shelves off. I sometimes think Kroger and Publix be part of the damn weather. You know, we got some food in these stores we overstocked. We need to get rid of this stuff. Say a snowstorm coming, and niggas will buy it. They wipe out these stores. I mean, they buy everything. Everything. And I didn't go get nothing. Which is kind of crazy because I got bread. I got plenty of food here. Let's see who's calling us. I got plenty of food. I'll call him back. Hold on, y'all. My nose is running. Hold on. Shit. Not open their nose. And another thing today, when I got to the hospital, they had a pastor in the room with Earl, right? When I got to the hospital, there was some guy there, and I was like, who is this? I thought it was a doctor or a nurse. It was a pastor from the church, I don't know. Chapel. And he was standing, we ended up talking briefly. Because I had just went and got something to eat. I had some lunch. They got some good food at the hospital. If you ever get hungry, it's cheap too. Go up there to Emory, just go in that cafeteria, get something to eat. It's delicious. Get a lot of food too. So, you got to be pretty damn greedy to be going to a hospital just to go get something to eat. And folks in there crying over their loved ones. but it's good food and it's cheap. Delicious. So I get breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I'm there. It's good. I'm like, I'm going to get to eat. It's something different every night. But there was a pastor in the room with Earl, some guy, some white guy, who was in there talking. They didn't send him around there. I didn't have the nerve to say, look, I'm atheist, honey. Earl's religious. But I just decided I'd let it be. I've been on my best behavior at this hospital because what's the point? They're doing as best they can under the circumstances. Just, you know. The thing about another reason why I haven't really spent the night at the hospital with Earl, because y'all know I had this surgery on my shoulder and I had to take a lot of medication just to sleep. And I don't want to be at the hospital and took all this medication and I'm sleepwalking in the hallways, God forbid the thought of it. They're like, hey, I said, no, I know I'm a sleepwalker. So it's lonely here. I gotta get out of this house. I gotta get out of here. I can't do this. First off, it's too big of a house. It's just me. Earl, I don't know what's gonna happen with Earl. I just walked the dogs, took them out there downstairs because we got everything looking too nice up here. Oh, so my friend, the realtor who has listed the house for sale, he didn't came here and redecorated the house, right? He didn't brought some high-end magazines and left them on the table, right? He put these magazines on the table in the den. It's Ginger and Grace, and I took them outside, and they ran upstairs. I said, they couldn't wait to get upstairs. They knew something every day. And by the time I got upstairs, they tore their magazines up. Sure did. They grabbed the magazines off them tables. They was tugging in between. I said, Lord, they didn't tore this boy's magazines up. All I could do is sweep up and throw it in the trash. It was over. It was a wrap. So, yeah. Then he left some really nice flowers around. I had to lift that shit up high. He put them in this thing on the flower. Oh no, they just can't stay there. They've been in told these damn dried flowers up. So I got, as I'm making this video, in the back of my head is Vanessa Williams. I got work to do. Because I got some work I got to do up here. I got stuff I need to do upstairs that I have to take care of tonight. And I'm going to take a shower. I was going back to the hospital to sign this document. I just can't do it. And then they don't even know if they even going to do the procedure they want to do. They just want to have all this stuff ready just in case they decide to do that. And the problem is they will need to give Earl some medicine early. Well, he has a vent in his mouth. So they're trying to decide if they want to move the vent from his mouth to his throat, the trach thing. He had that before. So they can give him this oral medication. But they haven't made a decision yet. But they called me saying, we need you to sign this form. I agree, give them the consent to do it. So that when they do make that decision, they can just go ahead and do it. And that's what's going on with Earl. So I have so much stuff I need to do. And I'm going to take a shower. I just ate some dinner. I had some beef and liver. And, and I have to be honest with y'all. I want a vodka and cranberry so bad, y'all just don't know. But I'm not doing that. There's no liquor in this house. None. I got cranberry juice. I got ginger ale. I have sodas. I have all kinds of stuff, but no liquor, and it's gonna stay that way. If I do decide to drink, it will be on a vacation. It will be, it might even be on vacation. I don't know. But there's no liquor in this house, and I'm not about to give in to that desire because it ain't even worth it. I got a delicious cranberry lime soda here, Kroger brand seltzer. It's actually pretty good too. So anyway, I want to give y'all an update, and I got some stuff I need to do here. So I take a shower. I'm not going back to the hospital tonight. Guardian Junior and Grace down there barking. I'm gonna let them come up here, but first I gotta look around to make sure they can't get to nothing and tear it up because they some dead ass damn dogs. Anyway, let me get them, figure out how I can get them and let them run around up here for a little bit. But let me make sure I get everything out of the way. I gotta walk through the whole house and close doors and every damn thing. The painters were in here. They ran over here and painted up this damn. There's some painting that. So sick of this nightmare. Anyway, today it is Wednesday. It is January the 8th. The year is 2025. Just gave you the update with Earl. I haven't spoken to him. He still remains on life support. I hope that this changes in the next few days. It's going to just take some time. So that's where we are. He's stable and on life support. And that's all I can tell you. That's what's happening. All right, I'm out. Let me go take care of this stuff and let them out of there because I'm sure they didn't have enough being in that room all day. All right, I'm out of here and I'll speak to y'all later.